two 210-foot barns filled with all the latest gadgets. Rather than grazing outdoors, they now have fresh grass brought to them. So I'm heading straight into the fields with Richard to find out more.
Well, Richard, goodness me, the recent rain then has really made this grass flourish.
It has jumped out of the ground the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Gosh, so this then is your grazing field.
Yes.
But your cows don't come in here to eat it.
No, we bring this lovely lush grass to the cows.
What, straight away, fresh?
Every day it's cut fresh, it's brought into them, that way you get the best nutrients.
And how long have you been farming like this?
We have started doing this 9 years ago now. The first year we started doing it was more out of necessity. We had lovely lush grass that year, but the rain came and it kept raining and it kept raining, and the cows were destroying the land and they were wasting perfectly good grass because it was so wet.
And so this then is the kit that
Yes.
you're talking about. I mean, it's
This is our
effectively
zero
like a massive kind of lawnmower that collects up the fresh grass.
You want to cut it nice and clean and short, and then that allows you to use your organic slurry to put back in the land to regrow your grass again. It literally is a circle. Grass in, slurry out.
And it's all obviously then collected.
Yeah, so this is a wee
In
bit
here.
that we've got in already.
Yeah.
Now, because the grass has really jumped the last while, it is slightly too far on. But at the same time, you have perfectly
Look
good
at that.
lush grass.
I have to say, it smells
Wow.
incredible. So this being your feeding system then, whenever you want to feed the cows, you've got to come out here and collect the grass fresh and deliver it straight to them. So how often are you doing this in a day?
We're doing this 3 times a day. The 200 cows are eating through 20 tonne fresh grass a day.
Wow.
20
Six
ton
times a
a
day.
day.
20 tonne of fresh grass.
Goodness
my
me, I
God.
mean, that is a huge quantity.
You would never get that intake of grass into a cow in a normal grazing pattern,
No.
because if you imagine 200 cows going out into a field, as they're going out and fanning out into the field, they're trampling the grass down, they're walking over it, they're urinating, and it's, you know, the wastage is huge. So this way, as you can see in the field, there's nothing wasted. Literally, I will cut this, go straight to the yard, back it in, tip it out, and the cows will eat it straight away.
Well, I've made silage, I've made hay, but I've never delivered fresh grass straight to the cows like this, and it looks like fun.
Well, sure. We'll let you have a go today and see how you get on.
Run down and back again?
Yeah, you'll get it in, you'll be fine.
Great. Right, here we go then. Gently away. I've got to be aware that the mower.
So you
is
cut in
outside
time, yeah?
outside
The
this.
grass?
Cut in time and then give to the cows.
And they give for the cow. Okay. Fresh.
But they
Wow.
only give cut what they need.
Hã?
Revs.
They only cut what they need.
Ah, só corta o que ele precisa para dar pro gado.
Oh, he's not doing
Capim
too bad.
fresco. Todo dia. 3 vezes ao dia. Olha a máquina que faz.
Let's deliver it to the cows.
Uau. Agora vai dar comida para eles, ó. Olha que legal. Fresco.
Well, there's plenty here for you to go at, girls.
The zero grazing system used by the Lilburns means the cows spend much of their life inside. This way of doing things does have its critics, who feel cows
A
should be
massagem
mainly outdoors.
pro gado.
Although it's used on a minority of farms, research suggests interest in it is increasing.
Is this the full milk and herd in here then, Richard?
This is us, this is our important ladies, so it is.
Right, and how many important ladies do you have in here?
We have 100 cows on either side.
But they are in here the whole time then?
Yeah.
Wow.
While they're milking.
While they're milking. As far as milk yield is concerned, how much milk does this system produce?
This time of year we're averaging around 30 to 32 litres per cow per
Right.
day.
Right,
So our top cow during the winter was given 89.6 litres a day.
right.
So if you imagine you coming home with your cartons of milk from the shop, that's a lot. A cow milking every day, they use as much energy as we would nearly use running a marathon. It's so important to get good food into your cows.
And what kind of reactions do you normally get from people who see this for the first time? Because it is very different to the kind of traditional dairy farm that people would expect.
It is, but the cows are so content. They're lying up in their beds, they're full, they're comfortable. You know, they've the food on tap. And like you can see in here, it's a very chilled environment for the cows. We don't chase the cows, we don't round them up or herd them. It's all up to themselves. They go and milk when they want, not when we make them milk with the robots. And the rest of the time they can spend an hour getting their back scratched, lying, chilling, socialising.
Com massagem.
A
Are you the instigator of this system here, Richard? Is this
Split
your
you,
idea?
yeah?
Yeah, I think I could be blamed for it. I think in
Dia
our
buka
family
a
I'd be
vaca.
classed as a dreamer. But with Pamela, with her background in accountancy, she's like, now hang on, that's doing costing for this, let's see how it all works. And Dad, he would be very much, well, you know, is this benefit for the cows or the stock? And you know, he's always the stock man, and he's the man I rely on to help me with to learn more about the cows, because I always have to be picking his knowledge.
There's so many of our generation that, you know, of farming families, certainly in the dairy industry, that just haven't been able to make it through. You know, it's just been too challenging, too difficult. If you didn't make the changes that you did when you made them,
Yeah.
do you think the future of the farm would have been in jeopardy?
The future of the farm would have been very much in doubt, purely because I have two sons. Now, me and Dad were hammering away the way we were going, and that was fine. We were still making it work. But if I want my sons to come into this industry and this business, I'm sort of thinking, right, hang on, are they going to want a job where they're having to stand in the parlour for 8 hours a day and then go out and do lots of other work on top of that? And if I could put the technology in to make it more appealing, they can see now our children, we can have a life alongside the farm as well. So I hope that will encourage them to think, you know, they can still have a good life and still farm and continue to farm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some might think that this is an unnatural way for cows to live. But one of the drivers behind the turn to greater efficiency is basic economics.
Well, believe it or not, milk is now cheaper than it was 10 years ago. And of the dairy farmers that are now left, more and more of them are having to cut costs, increase yields, whilst keeping animal welfare high. And to do that, a lot of them are turning to technology, of which I'll be finding out more about later. It's just the cow equivalent of hand sanitizer.
While Matt's catering for the cows, I'm on my way to meet Nanny Olive, who's looking after the youngest members of the farm. Hello, girls.